welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Melinda. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing this really beautiful, like warm, orangey and yellowy, I don't really know what I'm calling this look yet, but it's so pretty. I think it would be perfect for a Christmas event or a party, or just to go spend time with your family and just have like a little fancy eyeshadow look going on. It's really pretty. It's super simple. I think it's fairly beginner friendly. But if you feel like overwhelmed just by looking at it, please just try the look. I promise it's not that hard. Just give it a go. If it looks horrible, wash it off. But I wanted to create a really pretty look that felt like it was kind of in between a glam look and a minimal look. So I didn't want it to be so glam that you like had to have fake lashes and eyeliner to go with it, because I know those can be a little bit challenging and stressful. And then for me personally, I don't like wearing fake eyelashes. So I wanted a look that still felt like I was being a little bit more extra for the holidays, but it wasn't so much so that I like had to put a lash on with it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this look. I'm really excited with how it turned out, and if you're interested in seeing how I got it, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to start with my eyes first, just in case I make a mess and I need to like clean anything up. So I'm going to prime my eyes with this little e.l.f. eye primer, and this is just a sheer one. If you have a matte concealer, you can also use that to prime your eyes, but my concealer is more dewy, so I find that my eyeshadows don't blend out as well over top of a more dewy concealer. And then to blend that out, I'm just going to use my finger, and then I'm just going to set that with my RCMA translucent powder. I do think that this dries down, but I always set it just to be safe. Whenever you set your eyeshadow base, it just helps your other eyeshadows blend out better on top of it, and it's a lot easier to blend the eyeshadow if you're working on a dry base as opposed to a more like tacky, stickier base. So for today's look, I'm going to be using the James Charles and Morphe palette. I've been using this so much. My husband got it for my birthday, and I am obsessed with it. I especially love these like more like earthy tones, I guess, if that's what they're called. But so that's what we're going to be using today. And to start, I actually might start with a different shade in my crease. Let me think. Actually, no, I'll just keep it with this palette to make it easy. So to start, I'm going to take this shade in my crease as my transition shade. So I just watched the movie on Netflix, Falling in Love, and it was actually really cute. I expected it to be super cheesy and over the top, just because a lot of the Netflix movies like that are, but it was actually really cute. I really liked it. I mean, it was a little cheesy, of course, but it was cute. Yeah, so I'm noticing the eyeshadows blending out so much better over that e.l.f. base as opposed to my Wet n Wild concealer. I tried to blend out this exact same shade over the Wet n Wild concealer, and it just took me so much longer, because that concealer doesn't really dry down that much. It still is pretty tacky, which I like for my under eyes, but I just don't think that, like I said, a tacky concealer works best as an eyeshadow base. But if you use a matte concealer that dries down to more of a powdery finish, then I think it would make a good base. Okay, so next, I am going to go in with this like dark brick tone shade. I love this shade so much. It's so pretty. And I'm just going to take that on my same brush. And I'm just keeping this on the outer half of my eye, and then blending it up into the crease. I'm placing my brush down where I want the most pigment, which is on my very outer corner. And then once most of that product is down, then I blend it towards the center of my eye and then up into my crease. Next, I'm going to go in with this more dense packing brush. This is by Japanesque. And I'm going to, let's see what I want to do. I'm going to take a little bit of this black just to deepen up my very outer corner. And again, I'm going to put my brush down where I want the most pigment and just kind of pack it on. And I'm not gonna really blend with this brush because if I do that, I'm gonna get black everywhere. So instead, I'm gonna go back with my first blending brush and I'm actually gonna wipe it off. I always have a roll of toilet paper sitting right here so I can like just wipe my brush off to get most of the product off. I don't know if that's gross or not, but that's what I do. And then I'm gonna go back in with our first shade that we use, that light brown, and I'm gonna use that to blend this black out. Just a little bit. I'm only touching the black and then wiggling my brush just a pinch, just to blend that black in. And I might zoom y'all in for the other eye so I can show you what I'm doing a little bit better. Okay, so again, I'm taking that more dense brush with the black and I'm just gonna pat this where I want the most pigment, which is right in my outer corner. And then going back to my blending brush with our transition shade, tapping off the excess, and then just blending this slightly. You can see I'm not moving my brush around a bunch. I'm not making big motions. I'm just kind of wiggling it on top of that shade. Just to blend it into that like deep red that we put down. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of that brick red and use that right where the black ends because this inside isn't blending out as well as the other side did. Now for my lid, I'm gonna take this shade. It's the third shade in his palette. It's this like gold shade. It looks really pretty, like not too warm. I don't want a really orange gold, and I'm just gonna go in with my finger and put that on the inner half of my lid. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. So I kind of feel like I lost a little bit of that brick transition from the gold to the black. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take this metallic, it's almost like a metallic version of this. It's like a cranberry red shade. And I'm just gonna take that on another finger and I'm gonna put that right in the center of my lid and use that to connect the black to the gold that we put down. And just blend all that together with my finger. That's so pretty. Cool. For my primer, I'm gonna go in with this L'Oreal Magic Lumi primer. I have really been enjoying this. It gives like a nice glow. And then for my foundation, I'm gonna be mixing the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in the shade Classic Ivory with my Milani 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect Foundation and Concealer in the shade Warm Beige. But I'm gonna be doing primarily this L'Oreal one because I am more fair, my tan is fading. So I'm just gonna mix both of these on the back of my hand. So I have about that much of the L'Oreal one and then just a pinch of the Milani. And then I'm just gonna take my foundation brush and use the back of it to mix this together. And then I'll just dot that straight on my face. And this is the Morphe M439 brush. I would use my Real Technique sponge. I've really been enjoying that, but it's dirty right now, so I need to clean it. So I'm using this brush. But I do prefer this foundation combo applied with a sponge. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, and this is just their lightest shade. Do y'all like my shelf? I just did a video. My last video was me decorating it. It was so much fun. I'm so glad I finally have it looking nice. It was driving me insane for the longest time, but I just didn't I thought I didn't have enough decor to actually get it looking nice, so I was just kind of waiting, but I pulled some items from some other places in the house and I was actually able to get it looking really cute. I really like it. But definitely go watch that video if you're interested in seeing how I put it all together and what it looked like before. So now that I blended that out, I'm just using my toilet paper to wipe my fingers off. And then I'm going to set that again with my RCMA No Color Powder. Okay, so now for Maybe I'll finish the eyes actually. I always jump around and I can never go in order, but all right, so for my eyes, I'm just gonna be using the same shadows that I put on my upper lid, on my lower lash line. So I'm going to, sometimes on my lower lash line, I'll actually skip my transition shade and go straight to like the deeper shade. So I'm gonna go straight into this brick tone shadow. So I'm just going in with that brick tone shade and I'm just taking that on a little flat top brush. But you guys, that freaking movie I was talking about, Falling in Love, in the movie, they live in New Zealand and my dream is to move to New Zealand. And it was just so cute. It made me so happy and it made me want to move there even more. I'm just wiping my brush off because I feel like I had a lot of product on there and if I started blending it out, I felt like it was going to get out of hand. These shadows are so pigmented. So I'm actually going to go in with the transition shade. I said I wasn't, but I changed my mind. But I'm going to use that to kind of blend this color out. And I'm only taking this about halfway into my eye. I'm not going to take that all the way into my inner corner. Ooh, the light's getting really bright. I don't know if that's washing me out or not. I'm going to take just a pinch of that black. I'm tapping that off and I'm just going to stamp that right onto my lash line, right on my outer corner. Okay, now for brows, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in the shade Cool Brown. And I'll probably just do this off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, brows are done. Now for mascara, I'm going to be using the Maybelline The Colossal Big Shot and I'm going to curl my lashes first. You guys, it's a Christmas miracle. I didn't get mascara on my nose. Amazing. Okay, so I've been kind of into like sparkly shades on my lower lash line, which I never thought I would be, but I am. So I'm going to take that same shimmery shade that I used on my lid, and I'm going to take my little flat top brush and put that on my inner corner-ish on my lower lash line. It's kind of fun, if it'll show up. Oh, there's black on this. Oh my gosh, okay. Abort. Let me wipe this off. All right, let's try that again. Should have done this before my mascara. All right, we're just gonna leave it at that. I didn't even put that much on there. Okay, so now for bronzer, I'm going to, as usual, use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer with my e.l.f. blush brush. I hope I've been in focus this whole time. I'm struggling, I can't see my viewfinder. I like this like darker, like moody lighting. It's kind of fun. It's pretty contrasty, which I did not do this on purpose. I actually just turned on my camera and it was already like that and I couldn't figure out how to get it off, but I'm not that mad at it. Oh my gosh, can y'all see my splotchy tan? I don't know if you can because I'm like looking a little washed out right now, but that's why I'm wearing a turtleneck, because my tan is fading and it's looking rough. So for blush, I'm going to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills Peachy Love Blush Trio, and I am going to use this shade. It's like really warm and pretty. I like that a lot. Okay, and then for highlight, I'm going to use my ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Flexitarian, and I'm just going to put this on with my finger. It's so pretty. This is a pretty stark white highlight though, so I'm going to put another one on top of it. So on top of that, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlight in the shade Precious Petals, and this has more of a warm gold. It just is warm gold. I don't know what I was trying to say. But I'm going to put that over top of this. Just so, like I said, it's not like a stark white highlight, but I like putting the ColourPop one down first because I just feel like it makes it look more glowy and have more of a pop than it actually does, just because the shade is so stark on my skin tone. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just really love layering these two. It's so pretty. Okay, so I feel like you could do a bunch of different lips with this eye look. You could do a really bold lip, but I feel like the eyes are pretty bold on their own, so I want to do a nude, and I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal Ferris Nude, just like cream lipstick. This is not a matte. You could do a matte lipstick, I think that would be pretty, but I'm really into cream lipsticks and then also glosses. Yeah, that's pretty. If you do want almost like a little bit more of a gloss consistency, I do highly recommend these Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit High Shine lipsticks. And the two nude shades that I have is Send Nudes, and then where's the other one? Oh, here it is. Caught You Bare Naked. These are both really pretty if you have fair skin or a skin tone anywhere close to mine. I really love these a lot. They're so pretty. I might actually put this darker one on top of this because in person, this lipstick is looking a pinch pinker than I want it to, and I know this has more of like a orange brown undertone. That's pretty. I like those two mixed actually. You could totally just do one or the other. You don't have to mix them. All right guys, that completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am really excited with how this look turned out. I know I say that at the end of pretty much every video, but this is so pretty. Like that, the James Charles palette has quickly become one of my favorites. I initially wanted it because of all the rainbow colors that were in it because I just don't have a good palette with a lot of matte rainbow shades. But the neutrals in the palette are actually really, really pretty. And I have been using it so frequently. But yeah, this eye look is so pretty. I really like that I don't feel like I need to do eyeliner or put on fake lashes for it to really feel complete. And it still feels like it's not so simple that I feel like I didn't even do anything special for Christmas, but it's still not too intense where it's hard to achieve. This is a pretty simple look. I do looks like these all the time, and then I just will switch up the shades that I do. So I'll do this exact same look, but use like purples and peaches and just different tones and colors, but the same general idea, like a deeper color in my outer corner and then a shimmery shade on my inner corner. And I think it's so pretty, and it's, like I said, it's just super easy to achieve, and you don't have to try and like fight with a wing liner and like be annoyed by fake eyelashes all day. But that being said, you could definitely add lashes to this look if you are a lash wearer. I think it would still be really, really pretty. So yeah, guys, that completes this video. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which is hopefully tomorrow. I'm sorry I didn't have a video yesterday. There's been a lot going on in my family lately, so I did not post a video yesterday, but hopefully I will be back doing Vlogmas every day. I may go to every other day. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't want to be annoying everyone with how many videos I'm putting out either. So let me know what you guys think, if I should keep posting every day or maybe go to every other day. So I will do whatever. I just like making videos. This is really fun. So yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.